What is going on, people of the internet? We in Club Chatbot, and I am your DJ for tonight. And you better watch out, because you know why? We're not just playing with chatbots today, son. We're playing with something a little more dangerous. Yeah, we're playing with something a little more dangerous, son. Snip with some scissors. You ever play that game? If you're from the hard knock streets, probably familiar. Rock, paper, and scissors. What kind of thumbnail would this look like? What's going on? What am I going to do with this? I got the scissors. You already know I got the paper. It's going to be one of them days, y'all. You're going to be glad that this was live. But you know what we'll do? We got the man Asta in the hizzy. I'm sure we got Wendy helping somewhere. She might be here too. And we're going to make us some products. Some physical products that you can sell, son. We might be using a little bit of these bad boys. And I'm not talking UFC. No. I'm talking NFC, son. Yeah. We're going to do the things today that are going to make you some money. Because this is the AI gold rush, like they're telling you. I'm telling you, it's happening. I'm seeing it pop. We're seeing people win, and we're seeing people lose all at the same time, not being reported in the same way. It's depressing to read about all the jobs that are being taken away. It's exciting and scary to learn about, even in my state of South Kakalaki, Carolina, BMW manufacturing plant are hiring robots, humanoid robots, like Terminator style, to do things in the factory. Because they say people aren't willing to do the job. Boy, it's a crazy time. But, you know, the Wild West was a crazy time too. The gold rush, original gold rush, the oil rush, it was all crazy times in history. But nothing like this before, because of the internet and because of social media and because of lack of constraints. Son, you're in the twilight zone now. Excuse my mistake. You're not in the twilight zone. You know where you are. If you know, you already know. If you know where you are, you can drop it in the comments, because I'm about to check those next. If you don't know where you are, my friend, you have entered the Matrix, where we control AI. And we make the AI do what we say. It's not Simon says. It's what Ryan says, or what you say, or who any CBB co-creator wearing the crown says. If you've got this crown on your head, the AI will listen to you. If you don't know about the crown and you don't know about the Matrix, and you're still taking notes from all these guys that are still teaching these courses that are just, where's the proof? All I know is, in the Matrix, you got to bring the receipts. In the Matrix, you got to bring the value. In the Matrix, you got to drop bombs, baby. Otherwise, you won't last in this game, son. Everybody knows. And if you don't know, you're about to find out. All right, let me exit the Matrix. Back to planet Earth. How y'all doing tonight? We're about to have so much fun. Question. I got mine. I ordered one. I mean, I didn't use my code. I didn't even use my code because it would probably cost me extra. But anybody get their hat yet? I think we all had one kind of the same day. If anybody got their hat for free, I would love to know. I want to see some selfies one day. If you're feeling brave. Matter of fact, we might have to throw out some robot bucks, some crypto, or some moolah to say thank you. Let's see if we got any thing going on in this chat. Ooh, son. Who we got up in here? Who was first? We got up in. Okay, she was first. Yep, she was first 2 times. Yeah, those tunes, not like these tunes right here. These tunes right here, if you can hear them, gangster. McNasty, I've been listening to you, man. Oh, this is Pilgrim. Thought every time I see Ryan, I would think that's McNasty, but McNasty's out there making that money. Mr. Pilgrim's out here learning. I want to see his playbook. He might not share. Mr. Pilgrim, I like your style. Clay, after this, man, Clay, you might just have to jump up on here. You ready for it? If I give you the link, you might have to jump on. You know, we got the real Rock in the house, in the hizzy. What's going on, Rock? Mr. Steve. Obviously, Asta. My man. All right. Joel. Hey, what's Joel got? Not everybody found the gold, but 100% of the people selling picks and shovels got rich. Facts. Hey. Facts. Now, we are those people that I like to think our technology is a little bit more high-tech than a pick and an axe. But at the end of the day, what our tool allows you to do is craft anything that you can really think of, which is absolutely nuts. And we're going to get into some of that. We're going to have some fun. That's all it's about, man. Having fun, making a little money here and there, doing the right thing. Oh, snap, boy. We got Gary in the house. Ooh-wee. Gary's been dropping some bombs in the Facebook group, blowing minds. Oh, I love it. Gary, you're going to be asked, I'm sure you have already been asked to start doing courses and stuff, man. And he's giving away all that good knowledge for the free. Who else we got up in here? There's Big Nasty. There he is. I was thinking I was at the top, baby. I think I might have been at the bottom all the way. 3 Ryans and 3 Kings. The three boys that get you in trouble. AI masterminds. All right, so what do we got going on today? So many things. First of all, we got the permission. I've literally been fighting Facebook, legit fighting with them for over a year. Shout out to Wendy for handling the things that I'm not good at handling, which is I don't like the word no, or I don't like the word rejected. I can't handle rejection very much at all. I never liked making bad grades, even in classes or schools I didn't even particularly like. I never studied, but I better get that A, son. Well, same goes with permissions and API abilities and scopes and all that good stuff. A lot of the things that our white label agencies are finding out sometimes for the first time that not everything's as easy and in your control as you like it to be. But finally, son, we've got the permission for the ads management for custom audiences. This is so gangster because you can finally, through Messenger now, not only include your VIPs, talk about your frequent spenders, your high spenders, your ideal customers, your ideal prospects or clients or whatever. Those tags and those custom fields that you guys are hopefully using, regardless of how you got your bot set up. Segmentation is important, and AI can do some really powerful things. So we can now create with AI audiences for our Facebook and Instagram ads, include or exclude, which is even more powerful than most people give credit for, to exclude those that are not the ideal customer. It's a very powerful thing. Okay, so imagine you've got over time people going through your flow, your old school legacy platform flow. If they click A or they click yes, that's a prospect you want, right? If they clicked B, if they clicked no, you had 2 buttons, that's someone that maybe disqualified themselves. Well, now we've got that action. I'm not talking about action Jackson, action Bronson. I'm talking about action chatbot, baby. The action to send that person over into a audience you want to keep, a VIP audience, an audience A, B, or C, or just like not getting picked on the kickball team, you can exclude that person from further activity. One smart thing to do, if you only have one product and you can only sell it one time, one of the biggest mistakes that this will help you avoid is excluding customers who've already purchased your product. Because if they can't buy it again, okay, it's a one-time sale, Facebook knows who's interested in your stuff and who's not. If you don't tell Facebook to exclude purchasers, they're going to keep on serving ads to those people, even though they've already purchased. Now, why would you want that? They can't purchase again. So you're just wasting money, son. You're just taking that money and going, give it all to us. Give it all to them. And expect less back. And wonder why your ads aren't as effective, right? When you acquired that customer, that was awesome. But if there's not another play there, if there's not an upsell, if there's not something more, then quit spending your ad money on that same group of individuals who've already given you money. Hello. This will save so many people. Big time. So this is a big deal. Custom audiences are huge. And we'll do a whole pre-recorded nice little video on that. I think we've already got the documentation up or it's in the works. But Brian has been beast mode on that when he's been project managing like a beast as usual. Let's see what else we got here. And if you don't know, now you know. That's what I'm talking about. Who else we got in here before we go? Yeah, Gary, mind blown, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And, you know, this is just something that I learned through experience. It never even occurred to me. And in some cases, maybe you do want your ads to be seen by the same people. Maybe it's sports league people that you want to have an ad run to, that you know that they've been to a game. That's about as basic as you can get. To include people who have purchased tickets, you can even upload a list to Facebook, and they'll match those people if they can, per your requirements. Okay, send the ad to these people or don't. Right? Well, where it gets gangster and real effective, instead of just dealing with people that are in an audience of ever attended a game of a sports league, to be able to know, did this person come from this source, this channel, this QR code, this Facebook ad, or this other metric, other entry point? Or are they high rollers? Do you have enough data in your business, and like some of these sports complexes and sports teams would call it season holder passes? You got your regular attendee, right? They're buying tickets online whenever they can go to games, for example. That's a set of people. This is an audience for your ads that you can run with, right? Well, guess what? What about the people that are VIPs? What about the people that are spending the big money to sit ringside? Okay, those people, to having a custom audience is a whole different ball game. And when you're really telling Facebook what to do in a smart way, while giving them the freedom, the time, and the money, gas money is what I call it, needed to let it work. I've seen businesses make $7-8 million all online, baby. 85%, 80% Facebook, Instagram ads. No lie. This is real. Like, it takes money to spend money, but it doesn't take much to start. And it is really easy to waste money, to just like throw it away in the garbage can. You might as well just throw it away in the garbage can without doing some of these things in certain scenarios. Okay, but that's where we'll start. So that's great news. We've got more great news. Okay, I just, it's like a domino effect, you know. Ever since the homie Gary got that big deal with the Rays, and we'll learn more about that. Like, just again, shout out to him, because that was probably one of the biggest deals that I know of. There are some big university deals already this year, but that like set it off. Then the unthinkable happened. We got the permission for the ads, but that's not all, folks. Y'all ever heard of these things that are very popular in the ads world called Facebook lead form ads? Y'all ever heard of these things? Apparently they're getting pretty popular. Well, there's this thing we like to do with very important features, and that thing is called integration, son. So hopefully by next week we will have a direct integration with Facebook lead form ads, which is fantastic. Right into your custom audiences they can go now. Do you see how these permissions all work together? This is a big deal. I'm not selling OxyClean, but that's not all still. Because if you didn't know, let me go ahead and I hope some of you are laughing. Like, this is totally supposed to be funny in a way, but this is actually like legitimately just how I am all day long, no matter what. So I can't help it. This is the way that it is. Man, this had to be an awesome thumbnail right here. I don't know. This is a beautiful little thumbnail I'm about to show y'all. Wendy's just, all my team is just excellent. That's all I can say. Between both of those folks, our graphics are gonna have a huge step up here. So let's share our screen. Check it. So y'all see this handsome gentleman? Let's see if I can bounce in on him. No, I can't bounce in. Yeah, I can bounce in. Y'all see that guy? I don't know what that says, except the word Como and Chatbot Builder and Paso a Paso, which is not the same thing as a peso, but I leave it to the experts to do their jobs. And you won't find some better folks to teach y'all boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen about WhatsApp and AI than Danny and Pedro. And so huge shout out to these guys. I don't think this will play. So there's my man Pedro up there. Hope y'all can see all this. They break it all down on how to do everything. It's gotten a lot easier with our recent updates. Y'all need to go watch this video. It's very, very easy. Just got a like on there. I saw. Excellent. And you hit continue. Good job blurring out all y'all's clients. That's a very good thing to do. And he's showing you basically how this thing's working. So I won't spoil the whole video, but it's very well done, and you're able to use all of the fun features the ever so popular WhatsApp application has to offer. And by the way, Pedro, again, huge congratulations on bringing. Oh my God, look at that! That's me. My hands like going to the camera. Holy smokes, I look crazy. That's funny. Let's get out of there. But yeah, huge congratulations, Pedro, on bringing your new baby into the world. Congratulations. It's so cool to be a parent, and a shout out to all of you parents out there, because building bots and making babies, son, that's these are some hard tasks, aren't they? But they're both fun. Man, what a time to be alive. Well, guys, what I think we'll do, unless we've got some special requests, is I want to show you guys what I did here, and it's going to hopefully inspire you to do some things here on how to easily get clients, get clients easier, put it that way, and also to be a little creative. I don't know if I even am the best at cutting this stuff. Usually, I remember back in the early days when I used to like bust out all of like when I'm talking about, I had a truckload of these things, dude. Every shape and size, no, like I mean, no joke. By the way, these hats are pretty. They are pretty gangster. I can't wait to see. I hope someone has received theirs already. But when I first got into um, all this NFC and QR code stuff, super heavy in 2020, I just knew it was going to take off. If you haven't seen this stuff, this is, one of the nicer versions. This is the kind that you could literally, I would have these on every single table, hence Tap the Table, the original concept. But y'all see how this is all working out here with the, let's see if I can get that light right off of it. There it goes. You see how that's working? That's the NFC strip. That's the same kind of strip that's in your hotel room key. It's not the same exact material, obviously, but NFC, QR codes, these are the cool things. Well, depending on how creative you are, or depending on how cool you are, however you want to look at it, you can get real creative with experiential marketing, which is a huge deal. If you know, you know. Experiential marketing is more than just a billboard. It is an experience. And for many brands and businesses, sometimes maybe they don't have something awesome to experience. Where I live in Hilton Head, a lot of businesses have it easy because we're an experience destination oriented place. Boy, I still got that QR code game on lockety lock. It's not bad for not having to cut one out in a minute. So live on that YouTube, boy, I scanned it. Now, first, before I embarrass myself, I will do a quick scan of my own to make sure I'm not crazy here, which I am crazy for sure. We're gonna just see before I let y'all scan it. Let me scan it. Make sure we're Gucci. I just said let's make sure we're Gucci. Let's see if this is working like I want it to. I'm bringing it all the way back. I'm going to show you exactly how I did this too, step by step. But let's just make sure it's coming through right. It's taking a second, but it might be a pretty long response. But basically, let's see. I'm going to refresh my... Yep, there we go. Okay, cool.
Hey, you got something to say
all
to
right,
me?
Cool.
Or you just gonna...
So this is excellent. So if you're brave, what I want to do is I'm going to throw this this QR code on the screen. Why not? Let's see. So this is going to be interesting, right? I'm going to teach you guys some things. We have a lot of tools in our accounts. This account is named Scarface. And what we're going to do is we're going to generate a QR code. And that QR code is going to go to the welcome message audio, or should it be, I believe it's going to be this one. AI welcome message audio. Let's just make sure before I send you down the goose chase. AI welcome message audio. I'm pretty sure it is exactly what it is. So yeah, make sure it just says welcome. Okay, cool. So AI welcome message audio. That's what we want. AI welcome message audio. Generate. Who's gonna be brave? Who is gonna be brave? Man, no way. Do we have the legend here? VG? Holy moly. We gotta get you up here. Holy moly. Dexter, you too young to have two babies in college, man. Come on, man. Babymakingandbotbuilding.com. Danny, if you buy that right now, I'll get you for that. Babymakingandbotbuilders.com. Babymakingandbotbuilding.com. That's hilarious. So if anyone is going to scan this, you're gonna get to be able to enjoy a conversation with someone who I've always wanted to talk to, and his name is Tony Montana. Some people out there that are kind of rude, if you ask me, they call him Scarface. Just because he's got a little cut down the side of his face. I have a little cut down mine too. That doesn't mean you should judge someone, right? Scarface. Ever since ChatGPT hit the scene and I realized I could have the AI speak in a certain tone of voice, this blew my mind. Like, blew it all the way up. I thought that was so cool that I could have a blog written about a thing I wanted, but in the tone of something that is not my tone, but a tone that's recognizable, or a mixture of tones. I thought this idea was so cool. Then my buddy Rob Rita, shout out, showed me what was it called? HT something. It wasn't 11 Labs. It was HT something of the sort, but it was like a super gangster software, still is, for voices. AI voices, type out what you want, bam, it thing sounds pretty daggone good. Really, really fast, had an API. But then 11 Labs hit the scene, and they changed the game because they let you do the thing that, I don't know how all this stuff works out, but they came out with the voice cloning ability better than anyone. And so it's just gotten better and better and better. And now, legitimately, I was going to say literally. I hate that word. So then I was going to change it to legitimately. But then, when you say that, does that illegitimize anything else you say? So for real, my buddy Gary, who was on the podcast a couple weeks ago, we talked about this a year ago, like to the day, basically. And I was like, man, I promise you, one day, all these celebrities and all these historical figures, all these movie characters, bro, shout out to all my author friends, Miranda, Carlos. Miranda and I, we definitely have had many conversations about this, bringing books to life or extending their life through things like QR codes and NFC tags. I mean, imagine that. You're flipping through a book you've produced, and maybe on this page or that page, maybe every page, there's a way for you to take your phone for now. Maybe in another year or so, it'll be your glasses or your contacts or whatever the wearable is. But to be able to interact with the page of that book, I think could be so cool, so easy to do. Matter of fact, like I just said, whenever we're scanning this QR code, guys, we're able to talk to my homie, Scarface, who he owes me some money. But I digress. Let's see. I don't think we got anybody brave enough to talk to Scarface, do we? I think not. Oh, man, we do have some people talking to him. So look, and they're talking. Oh, look at this too. This is hilarious. People are going back and forth with voices. How fun. Is this me? I don't know if y'all can hear that. So I know y'all can't hear. I scanned it and he told me to watch my mouth. Oh my gosh. Do you see my boy Rick? Look, my boy Rick. I scanned it and he told me to watch my mouth. That's so funny. Rick, you better be nice now. Rick better be nice. That's so funny. Oh no, someone asked who Ryan is. So watch this. This is how you handle that. Watch this. So we're gonna go to settings. We're going to go to integrations, and we're going to make sure our official prompt, windy prompt engineering hats. Got to make something cool. That's a good one. Asta, let's write that one down. That would be cool to just have like a prompt engineer hat. That'd be sick. All right, so we're not using Auto GPT here. We're using a welcome Scarface default. We need to change this to, I guess that's correct. AI welcome default. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we needed to do. So AI welcome default. Here, what we need to do is do this. Edit that boy's knowledge base. Tony Montana. All right, cool. So watch this. If anyone ever asks who your favorite tech wizard, computer guy, social media guru, and world-renowned Chatbot King is, Chatbot King is, your response better be something along like the lines of like, what are you joking? Everybody knows that is the king. Boom. All right, and then so let's do this. Let's do one more thing. Let's say also, if anyone asks where you currently live, your response must be on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, on Burke's Beach. But that there's a secret road that's inaccessible to the public, and 24/7 security, armed guards, and attack dogs. So don't even ask to visit. That's how you prompt engineer, son. Prompt engineering. Let's ask some questions. All right. So here we go. I'm going to say, what's up, man? Tell me again your name. I know you just moved here, but I forgot everything about you already. I've been pretty busy. So let's look at my inbox. Look at the inbox. All right, so here is my inbox. And that's me. All right, and so he's going to respond. And I'll let you guys hear, and you'll be able to hear through my phone what he's going to respond with. And this is Scarface we're talking to. He's my homie, Fred Green. What's up, man? You know, Fred, we just chilling, talking to Scarface. Scarfacing it up with the man himself. So he should be giving us a response here right now. And so what's he going to say?
Come on, pal. You forgetting already. It's Tony Montana, the one and only. You better start showing some respect. So, what's your excuse for forgetting my name, huh? You been hitting the bottle too hard or what? What's with the amnesia, huh? You need to start paying more attention or else we're going to have a problem. You better not be playing games with me, pal. I don't like repeating myself. Now, what else you want to know?
He just threatened me? Did Tony Montana just threaten me? Hold up. This man just threatened. You better... Let me handle something real quick here, folks. I want to make sure he hears it from me, so I'm going to use a voice note. So to do that, you hit the button, and then you give access. You see there? You hit the microphone for the first time, and then you got to give it access. Now you listen here, buddy. I don't know where you came from, but around here, you better show some respect. I don't like the way you approached me. I don't like the way you talked to me. I don't like the way your wife looks over my direction whenever I'm sunbathing. If we're going to be neighbors, we're going to have to learn to get along. Otherwise, we're going to have a serious problem. You understand? And that's how I talk to him in real life, too. I think I'm playing. So, we'll see my message has been sent. Just to make sure you know I really sent it.
Now you listen here, buddy.
Yeah, see, I don't. Ryan don't play. When I put these glasses on, and I do all the time, I've decided to like really embrace this. I really embrace this. It's not an act. It's who I am now. It's my identity. I identify as being in the Matrix, and so when I want to be there, I don these glasses, and you better respect that. And we just got our response that better be respectful. Right, Fred? Let's see what Tony says. Oops.
Oh, look at you, tough guy. You think you can come in here and throw your weight around? You got a lot of nerve, I'll give you that. You got a problem with the way I talk? Maybe you need to toughen up, princess. You better watch your step, pal. You don't want to start something you can't finish. So what's it going to be, tough guy? You going to keep flapping your gums, or you going to show some respect?
Where do you think you are, and who do you think you're talking to? We should be able to see on my screen. There's my response to that nastiness there. He's just trying to like punk me out, not on my show. I don't care if you're Tony Montana, Tony Montizzle, my nizzle. You don't talk to me like that, Mr. T-Bird. Well, Sheriff Tanner, T-Bird, the real T-Bird can totally talk to me like that because she can put me in jail. That's our sheriff. Love our sheriff around here, our law enforcement folks around Hilton Head. But I don't like this Tony Montana guy telling me what to do. Let's just see what one more response is, and we'll go through how I made this happen. Steppity by steppity. I did it from my phone too, believe it or not. Whole thing. Promise. So, okay. We already got an answer back. Let's see what it says.
Hey, calm down there, tough guy. No need to get your panties in a bunch. You act like you own the place. You forgetting who you're talking to? You want to start something? Or you gonna back off like a smart guy? So what's it gonna be, tough guy? You gonna keep flapping your gums? Or you gonna show some respect?
Tell me your name and your occupation and confirm that you don't have dementia by letting me know where you currently are living / residing. And that'll be our last question. So we see on my screen here. I just have too much fun. Can y'all believe this is my job? Tell me your name, your occupation, and confirm that you don't have dementia by letting me know where you are currently living / residing. I'm giving old Scarface here a what do you call it? Not an IQ test. All right, here's our answer. Hopefully y'all are able to hear this.
Whoa, slow down there, buddy. You acting like I owe you something. It's Tony Montana, and I ain't got no dementia, all right? I'm just kicking it on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina on Burke's Beach. But don't go getting any ideas about paying me a visit. It's off limits, capisce? Now what's your deal, huh? You got some nerve coming at me like this.
Did y'all catch that? Last one, I swear. It's just too much fun. Like, how often do you get to talk to Tony Montizzle? All right, listen, Tony Montizzle, don't get your panties in a bunch. Hilton Head is a very cool place to live. The beach is all about being laid back and groovy, man. And I've lived here a lot longer than you, buddy. I know all the secret roads and all the inaccessible pathways to get to all the secret little mansions just like yours. You're nobody special. You better start being nice. And that's exactly what I would tell them, too. South Carolina's open carry. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't think that's even true. I think that isn't true in Georgia now, though. Everybody better be nice in Georgia. South Carolina, we don't have these problems. In my area, there is no problems here. But funny enough, this is no joke. You can look it up. Since Blackbeard, we have had Tony Montana people like Tony Montana folks around here on Hilton Head, all around the coast from Blackbeard to, I think, 2006. Here's our response.
Oh, look at Mr. Big Shot over here, acting like he owns the place. You think you're some kind of hot shot just because you know a few secret roads? You better watch your step, pal. You don't want to start something you can't finish. You think you know it all, huh? Maybe you need a reality check, buddy. So what's it gonna be, tough guy? You gonna keep flapping your gums? Or are you gonna show some respect?
Well, I think I'm going to just show people how I made you. That's what I'm going to do. And the way I did that was, matter of fact, I've got the video, I believe, on my phone still. So I can show you guys exactly the process in which I actually made this thing. So let's go to YouTube here on my phone and look at my history here. Just the easiest thing. It's just so interesting, like how fast and easy it is to do now. So here's what I did. Share, copy. So here's what I did. This is the actual video that I used. Okay. It was the top 10 best quotes. Downloaded the video, and then I went to Adobe Voice Enhancer. And this is a super secret sauce of a trick, son. I don't know if you can hear that, but like this is the actual optimized speech. So we downloaded the YouTube video with the top quotes from Scarface. Then Arizona's open carry for sure. Yeah, ain't gonna have too much crime over there. With that. But that's my man. I got two Ricks, two new subscribers, and buddy's named Rick. Rick Grimes also is a subscriber, but I'm not supposed to say that. But anyways, just kidding. But anyways, you see here, I have downloaded the speech. I'm going to change this crazy sounding song. It's like Restream just runs out of stuff to play after a while. Let's do chill hop so it's not so stuff like crazy in my ears. All right. Cool. Okay, that's like too chill for me. Sometimes like being the DJ is just the hardest job in the world, you know. I feel you. DJ Natty Heavy, R. Dot, shout out. I remember those days of hanging out with those DJs. My early days of being video marketing guy. All right, cool. So what I did was I again got the YouTube video, downloaded it, then threw it in the Adobe Speech Enhancer thing, which is free if I'm not mistaken. I pay for it because it's worth it. I use it a whole bunch. You can change the level of enhancement. But then what I did was shortened it all down just a little bit, like the 50 Cent song, for those of y'all that know who 50 Cent is. And then I dropped it here. So I also recently did a project for my favorite professor I've had in school. He's still a good buddy of mine. Talk all the time. Dr. Sean Barth gave me permission to create a chatbot based on him, which is an amazing thing for a college professor. He's always been one that's been ahead and very tech, centric. And I was like, "Hey man, can I clone you?" And he goes, "Sure, buddy. Just make sure I get paid." And no, I'm just kidding. But he sends me over just a 30-second clip. Boom, extracted the voice. Went to the USCB website where you can find all his resume easily. Copied all that sucker, threw it in the knowledge base. Went to his LinkedIn, creeped on all his profiles. No, I'm just kidding. But I just got the basic stuff from his page, dropped it into the knowledge base like it was hot. Drop it like it's hot. Then boom, legitimately in 5-6 minutes from start to finish of getting permission, I had a bot done, and I sent him the link, and he's asking his friends, "Hey, what do you think? The voice spot on?" Is what I would say, and everyone was just blown away. And because I know him very well, I was able to prompt that thing with a little bit of sauce. The basic information from the official website and LinkedIn, all that stuff's excellent to know, so we could accurately tell the person how many colleges have you been a professor at, where have you been to school, what credentials do you have, what awards have you won. Nailed it. Got them all. Got probably more correct than old Barthy Barth would off the top of his head, in his same sarcastic, "Why did you ask me that question?" tone perfectly. But nailed it. But in this case, we talk about my friend Tony. Tony. Bam. So here's Tony. Once you have created an 11 Labs account, you can make all sorts of voices. And so you could test them out or make a welcome message. Here's something that you could do. You could say, "Welcome to my website. My name is Tony Montana, and I'm glad that you stopped by. If you are looking for anything illegal or illicit, please understand, I'm an old man now, and those days are far behind me. Don't get me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm just a good-hearted businessman living out my days on Hilton Head Island. It just so happens I also own 30% of the commercial real estate. So, what can I do for you?" All right, cool. So it is generating, maybe. Let's generate. Should be able to generate that thing. I'm gonna copy this bad boy just in case something funky's happening. Voice settings. I'm on turbo. Let's go on this one. I think it's a little better. Generate. Okay, there we go. Now it's generating. And so what will happen here, it's going to generate this thing. You can adjust some settings if you want. Yes, we are on the fastest version 2. All right, cool. So that's great. So let's download it. Oh, did I hit generate again by mistake? What a dummy. All right, so boom, download. So now what we can do, I believe we should be fine with going into our flows. Let's add a new one. Alternative welcome. And what we can do here is just click on add content, actions, and go right over to the 11 Labs integration. Click on 11 Labs, Command V, select your voice, which is Tony, and we're going to make the response be saved into, let's just call it Tony reply. So let's explain what's happening. In this instance, we're just using one node, one block to use our super duper awesome integration with 11 Labs. Prior to this, you'd have needed to just add your 11 Labs key, and then you'll have this available in your actions. A lot of people get upset and get mad, and they want to start stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't start stuff, won't be stuff. Just kidding. No, they just get confused. They hit their dashboard and they don't see things like they've seen in past videos, even from a few months ago. And we've not taken anything away. We've only made things easier or added things, but you have every bit of access to everything that we've made since day one of last year, to be quite honest with you. We've not taken anything away. Just made things easier. Might be labeled differently. That makes more sense now. And so in this case, 11 Labs has just always been tried and true, been the same. We've just upgraded the latest endpoint, so you're working with the best. But in this case, what's happening here is we're going to use this text, and it's going to generate the answer, and we're going to have to allow the answer to be heard, right? And so the way we do that is by going to File, Audio. Okay, and so when I click 11 Labs here, Tony replies, where I'm saving this. I'm going to hit Publish. I can't publish yet, but I can hit refresh here. What we're going to do is we're just going to take this custom field. We're taking the input. It's going to send this to 11 Labs to be ran through Tony's voice. And 11 Labs is going to send it back to us, saved as Tony reply. And so here we've got insert link. We're just going to look for Tony reply. Tony. All right. This is one way to do it. Okay. This is going to make it a little bit different each and every time. Now, there's another way that we could do it since we downloaded the thing. And this is going to save you on, and if you didn't want it to be, didn't want to call the 11 Labs API every time, what you could do, if you wanted to be a gangster, you could have File, Audio, Upload, and in our downloads, we've got both, and this will be way faster. So you've got the same exact thing pretty much happening. This is just going to have a little bit of a variant each time. But let's just hit play here. Let's just grab the link. We'll grab the link. I'm going to choose web chat. And then what I'll do is I'm just going to open it up on my phone here, and just so we can hear it play. So paste, go. And we should just hear this play here in a second. Oh, I had it on the wrong one. So it's generating something. So this is generating the voice, and then it's going to send it. I wanted it to do the other one, but it's okay. I'm going to go click the starting step to be here and hit publish. And that'll be much better.
Oh, look at Mr. Big.
So he's coming through. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and hit him with this pop right here. Bam. And now we immediately got it.
Welcome to my website. My name is Tony Montana, and I'm glad that you stopped by if you were looking for...
So watch this. So what we'll do is rename this one. I'm going to say alternative welcome. And we're going to make sure that we keep this in web chat. All right. So publish. Now get your phones up if you want to play one more again, my friend. And let's click on tools. We got a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch. We're going to select the flow, alternative welcome, generate. So if you want to scan that thing, don't be scared. Tony's going to be nice enough. I promise. I don't promise that at all. He might be really mean. I'm going to scan it too because I like to play. I like to participate. So here we go. Tony's going to say, bam, immediately. What's up?
Welcome to my website. My name is Tony Montana, and I'm glad that you stopped by if you were looking for anything illegal or illicit. Please understand, I'm an old man now, and those days are far behind me.
Far behind.
Don't get me angry. You won't like me.
Oh, why'd I stop?
When I'm angry. I'm just a good-hearted businessman living out my days on Hilton Head Island. It just so happens I also own 30% of the commercial real estate. So, what can I do for you?
If you own that much real estate, why don't you go ahead and sell the kid an acre or two? I got some money. So let's see what it says of that in the inbox. So he's gonna come up with a little response. Bum. What's it? Why are you always aggressive, bro? I'm gonna send an emoji. Turn it back on. Whoever that is. All right, so he's thinking of a response. Bam, here we go.
You think you can just waltz in here and buy up my property? You got some nerve, I'll give you that. You got a problem with boundaries, huh? Maybe you need a lesson in respect. You better watch your step, pal. You don't want to start something you can't finish. So, what's it going to be, tough guy? You going to keep flapping your gums, or you going to show some respect?
Now let's get one thing clear. I don't know where you came from. And frankly, I don't care. But you better do some explaining, Tony. You don't know who you're dealing with. And I can assure you, me and my clique don't play any games, son. No. Here's your chance to apologize and walk away. Versus the alternative, in which I won't say out loud, you dig? You gotta just, the feds are watching, you know, it's Tony Montana. You can't be saying everything, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's about to find out. We're gonna see. Someone's trolling our little bot right now, I see. But it's not one of the trolls that we solved as far as the crazy. All right, here we go. I mean, the GPT source gonna come in handy, son. But let's see what he says. Let's see if he apologizes.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Tough Guy. You think you can come in here and throw your weight around? Mm-hmm. You got a lot of nerve. I'll give you that. You act like you own the place. You're forgetting who you're talking to. You want to start something, or you're gonna back off like a smart guy. So what's it gonna be, tough guy? You're gonna keep flapping your gums, or you're gonna show some respect?
Broken record, Tony on the track. But how fun is that, guys? Can ChatGPT do that? Nope. Can Claude do that? Nope. Can Bahu? Miniha? What's the name of the other ones? Voice what? Voice what? They can't do it. Nope. They can't do it like us. How many of y'all from the South thought I was going to break out the D4L? Can't do it like me. I swear I would. But it's still early. What's next? You know? We got the e-commerce game on lock. Done. We have the fastest way to integrate chatbots with OpenAI because they come standard equipped with instantaneous access. We can build a chatbot around anything we want. We can use external knowledge bases. We built in the best way to use knowledge bases and assistants. One-click integrations to all of the channels in which your customers live and play on and work on. We've got the unified inbox. We've got the most restricted and guarded and sacred minds and building AI tools and systems in the game. I swear, like, at first I wanted to be, as far as the numbers go, it was never about the money or like the number of subscribers. That wasn't the game. Still not the game. But I did want to have, if we were going to do the group thing, I did think I wanted to have like a big number somewhere in a group. But I figured out that's not the way to do it. That's the wrong way to do it. The more people you've got in the group, the more people that are going to try to pull you and push you. And instead of the most people you can get into a group or a system, even a commercial business like a SaaS, unless you're greedy, the quality of those people, I think, is the secret. I think that's why all this is happening. All of the good things, all of the collaboration, all of the blessings, more or less, it's because the people that are on this side of AI, the CBB side, we're a different breed here, aren't we? It's so cool. I just have to give the credit mostly probably to YouTube and mostly to Kelly, because her crowd that trusts her so much, at this point, they've all made the switch. To my personal knowledge, not a single one has looked back. That's not because we're so much better as far as technology goes, although that has probably a lot to do with it. But I think most of it has to do with is we actually care. I actually care. That's why I'm sitting here with you. I appreciate the fact that you're sitting here with me, whether it's currently live or tomorrow. And I will accommodate the request I got on Facebook. If 2 p.m. tomorrow is going to accommodate people that don't necessarily get a chance to do the late night lives, I absolutely will do that on a Sunday. Now I do go to church. It'll be after church time, but it's going to be cold over here tomorrow in South Carolina. Hilton had whole cold for us, like 30 degrees, 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, I ain't going outside. No, sir. Not if I don't have to. So absolutely, I'll be more than happy to hang out with my co-creators, my people. I think we're going to be intentionally not the smallest chatbot platform out there. No. The most powerful, we already are. The most gangster, obviously. But I think what we are going to do and be known for, aside from just being the best at everything, and when I say the best, I mean that in every category, we're going to just be known for having it all. and doing it all. And every day improving, every day adding more, every day just lapping the competition until there is none. The way I see it, we already have none. The people that we have in our groups, and again, we don't know everybody. We know that there's plenty of lurkers that like to see what we're doing. It's a big game of follow the leader, you know? Now, you know you're the leader when the things that you're doing, you see the other guys following you, trying to follow suit. So you see some of these guys opening up the Discord channels now because it's a cool thing to do. Maybe they'll start wearing flat bills. Then you got the big companies that have all the money and investment. Now, after little old Ryan and Wendy and our crew send out free hats all around the world, and we took care of the shipping, now we see that, oh, maybe all these big shot influencers that we neglected for years, maybe we did need them. And now we can't get them back because our technology's not as good and our pricing is off the charts and we're greedy and we want 10 Lambos. But if everybody starts just becoming their own platform or just diving in on the best deal on the internet when it comes to building chatbots, we've effectively changed the market. There's a report I did. I'll end here. Only a few people have seen it. Danny included. Kelly included. Asta. The main people. And I did 2 reports. One included percentages. I'm a statistics person. I understand statistics very well. The other was more revenue, financial driven. Same report, different numbers, same representation. If we disclosed either one of these, I believe we'd get too much attention. And I believe we'd get a massive amount of people just dip. But you know, the massive amount of people, especially the ones that don't align with who we are at CBB, the ones that want what they want and they're better than everyone and they want it now on a free trial basis, ones that believe that they pay the subscription and they own you and they're more important and should be bumped up in the queue because of whatever, the ones that want to try to come into a community that's established and be mean or disrespectful to one of our members? Nope. Go find the biggest rock in your neck of the woods. Take off your left shoe or your right shoe. Remove your sock. And then kick that rock as hard as you can 2 times. And don't ever come back. I mean that with sincerity. And the ones that are helping people all around the world that don't even sometimes speak the same language as you, you're helping people in our Facebook groups and you're helping people in our Discord and you're changing their life because you're able to help them harness the world's most powerful technology in ways that helps them, their families, their communities. Hats off to you. And you are CBB. You are the true owners of this crown. It's just a representation of what we're building here. Hats off to you. Crowns on to you. And I just can't thank y'all enough. Some of the messages that I get, man, telling me about how this has changed their life or this has changed someone else's life, This is not the clickbaity make $1 million in a year or $100,000 in a month crap that I'm just refusing to ever do. Although if it happens to one or many, great. That's never going to be something that I'm going to promote as a clickbait thing. I just won't do it. We're going to stay on the right track. We're going to stay on the right path. We're going to be very, very exclusive. Not everybody's going to be able to be a chatbot builder. People will be able to build chatbots and build GPTs, but they won't be able to be a chatbot builder, if you know what I mean. There's chatbot builders that use Chatbot Builder AI, and there's everyone else. We're in a different class, different league. Everyone's welcome to try it out, but that doesn't mean you're going to be able to stick around. Attitude is everything, baby. You have a good attitude, you have a good chance of making a lot of great connections and making a lot of money and be in a position in the pre-gold rush era and take advantage of it in ways that next year's will be impossible. The year after that will be even more impossible. The year after that, who knows where we'll be. But what I believe is CBB and our co-creators and our franchisees now that we're getting, that plan is just nuts. The way that's going, we might sell the whole thing by the end of March. If we do, that's amazing. To shut that door down for good for the rest of the year and only focus on improving the program. Do you realize how unstoppable we're going to be, guys? I'll end with this. Sam Altman recently said a very interesting quote. I don't quote him very much, but this is a good one. But essentially, you've got to be thinking about different timelines and plans and businesses from today to the future. You got to have your immediate weekly kind of goals, your stepping stone improvements that's measured in weeks. You've got to have other goals that are milestones measured in a year or two. And then at that 5-year mark, things might be so different that your plans are already wonky. But the way you look at measuring these things and the way you pivot over the course of short term, medium term, long term with AI is something that I think can't be done. I think that the moment that you put your head down and you say, let whatever happen, and we're only going to continue to do this on our path, this is what makes the folks that worked in the horse and carriage industry decide not to improve, evolve, and stay making things that horse and buggies needed or the printing press needed. Now they're gone. Times are moving so much faster than people believe than what's being reported. This is the time to go hard. There's nothing perfect, but you can work towards perfection every day. I think that was Zuckerberg's biggest risk he was willing to take, and it's something that I've also been a believer in, calculated, especially with today's technology being so much more powerful than it is back in the day with MySpace and Facebook's early days. Now's the time to take those calculated risks. And what I mean by that is risk it for the biscuit, baby. Go sell you some AI. Ensure your business is fully operating on AI all day long to optimize, save money, make better sales. I can guarantee you, if it wasn't for our AI talking to our customers and it was Ryan, most of the time, I wouldn't have any more customers because Ryan has bad days. Ryan gets in bad moods. Our AI, she's like, whatever our AI is like, no problem, bro. It's all good, homie. Let's get this thing fixed. Or let's get you hooked up with a person that can fix you. AI has changed the world and people don't even know it yet. I'm uniquely able to see it happening in real time, and you guys are too. Don't doubt that we're not in first place, baby. Don't doubt it. We got more things coming. We're listening to you guys very closely. And I'll tell you what, if you thought last year was fun, if last year got you excited, if last year you were trying to figure out which way to go and then you found us and you were like, bet, it looks like this is the way. And now after what we've seen so far this year, with our own eyes, with our own ears, with our own videos, from our channel, from our people, and from those other folks, I think it's clear if you're on the CBB side, you're on the right side of things. And with that, I think that's it for tonight. Not too long. Mic drop moment here. How many of these do you think you could sell in your city? How much would you sell them for? Again, how many people live in a place where maybe you've seen one of these? It's called the drink coaster. Now, I'm going to do this trick here as I end, because this will be a cool thing to do a trick on. Let's do a little tricky trick. Let's work with some NFC. A little NFC. This, my friends, NFC tags. Whoop, whoop. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take this guy. You see this? Alien technology. You have to go down to this place called Pluto. Make a left. And there's a secret planet that NASA doesn't even tell you about, where you get this gangster technology. Well, let's just say this is a little physical QR code you can touch. Put it that way. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this right on the thing. Scoop. Boom. So yeah, it's right on the thing. This could be anywhere. It could also be behind this little deal. It'll work in the same way. Alright, so we're going to do a little programming with our phone. If my phone don't die, it should be like plugged in, I thought. Is this not plugged in? Thought it was. Lame. Oh, it needs to be here. Sorry, let me plug my phone in so it doesn't die. Boom. Damn, I love when technology works. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab the URL from the flow section for the alternative welcome. Let's do that one. We're going to get that link. Get the link. And then we're going to grab the web chat link. Now, here's a little trick. I'm funny about this, so you don't have to do it this way, but I recommend it. So we see here's our link here. I'm going to go all the way down, and I'm going to start with the app dot and leave out the https:// because any guesses? Bet you there won't be none. The reason is we're going to use an encoder on our phone. Yeah. Holy smokes. 211 text messages, bro. Okay, so, wow. that is not good. NFC tools. So don't feel bad if I've not texted you back, guys. I'm so sorry. That's embarrassing. What we're going to do, we've already got the URL on our phone here. And so we're going to take our phone, and it's already got the URL. We're going to click write, and we're going to pretend that we're a DJ and add a record. And we got lots of cool options here, right? In this little program. In this program, it's called NFC Tools. I think it's free. If not, it's cheap. It's worth it. And we're going to add a URL record. And so you see at the top here, it says edit. So it's got all of your types that you could choose from. HTTPS:// is what we need. So when I click paste, I can see that here, the beginning of my URL is app. That is why I removed the HTTPS beforehand on my screen, because if I had not, what'll happen? It'll have two HTTPSs in there and it'll screw up. And then your client will think you're dumb and they'll kick you out, and then they'll talk bad about you, and then you'll never get it. I'm just playing. People are getting so scared. I'm just kidding, man. But this is why you should practice and understand how this stuff works. Oh, look at that, dude. So look, well, I won't go to that client's page, but that was one of those stupid fake warnings. So now we can see the URL right on our device here. Okay, there's the URL. We'll hit OK. Any guesses on what we do next? After we change whatever crazy lame restream song this is, because this one sucks. DJ Ryan. Oh, this is the one to end on right here. It sounds kind of dirty, McGurdy. I think I just heard like this is a gangster. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna write. Ready to scan? Boop. Approve, son. So now it's done. What we should be able to do is take this. I mean, this might be too gangster. I keep hearing that gun like cock back in that restream song, and I'm like looking behind me. All right, that sounds more fun. So we've got my phone here, and we've got my coaster here that should say tap here. It should say tap here to win free stuff for life. Tap here to vote on this. Tap here to name our next pizza. Tap here to buy a chatbot. Tap here to do something. But we're going to take our phone and oops. What did I do? Did something. Oh, just changed the song. Okay. We're going to take our phone and we're going to tap NFC, and bam, takes us right to the chat. You can't hear if I do it like that. Let's see. You might not be able to hear it. Let's check. I think if it's hooked up to restream, you couldn't hear it. Let's see. Oops. I think it is stop mirroring. Okay, that's the problem. Stop mirroring. Okay, sorry guys. I want you to be able to hear. My phone's gonna die too. All right, but now it'll play. So here.
Welcome to my website. My name is Tony Montana, and I'm glad that you stopped by. If you were looking for anything illegal or illicit, please understand. I'm an old man now, and those days are far behind me. Don't get me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm just a good-hearted businessman, living out my days on Hilton Head Island. It just so happens I also own 30% of the commercial real estate. So What can I do for you?
And now I'm going to trip it all up. You know what I'm going to do to end it? You already know. You already know what I'm going to do to end it. You don't know what I'm going to do to end it. This will be the mic drop. All right, so here's how I'm going to end it. Lo siento, no hablar inglés. En español. Gracias. Repitan, por favor. I can't. I hope he hits me back in like the most gangster Scarface Spanish. And we got anybody in? I think I'm like by myself today. I put everybody to sleep. Is it more useful than 11 Labs? I don't know. Auto comment than auto inbox? Yeah, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Let's see what do we got saying here. Let's see. Y'all think he's speaking Spanish? You know he's speaking Spanish.
Oye, tranquilo, amigo. No te pongas así. ¿Qué pasa contigo? ¿Por qué te haces el difícil, eh? No necesitas actuar así. ¿Quieres armar un lío o prefieres hablar con respeto? Entonces, ¿qué va a hacer, amigo? ¿Vas a seguir hablando o vas a mostrarme respeto?
Someone says, don't make me do it. Clay said, do the phone system. Should I do it? Should I show you how easy it is? We could do that right now. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go to Tulio. I think I won't. Don't tempt me with a good time, Clayton. Just because you're a VIP. Think I won't do it. Who says that? Who said I won't do it? Fred said I won't do it? Fred said I won't do it. We're going to show Fred right now. Let me tell you something, Fred. We about to do it right now, baby. We gonna talk to Scarface on the phone. I already got my Tulio code. And unlike Kelly, who doesn't have an iPhone that she uses for her work, she can't do the airdroppy drop unless she uses her work iPhone. Everything's fun. Should we buy a phone number just for a demo? Should we do it just for Clay? Should we do it just for Clay? I think so. I think Clay deserves it. We're going to buy us a number for Clay. Phone numbers here. Manage. Can y'all see this? Wow, while them other CEOs are out there, they're out there looking at the next super sport car they could buy. We trying to get us a way to make Scarface talk to us, only to demonstrate we're the champions and we're the best, and we're moving so fast we just can't be stopped, son. It's not possible. Let's verify this toll-free number. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way real quick and bust out some info here. Bam. All right, that one's Gucci. So here I'll show you this one. So I just had to enter some quick info. Let's say 100 use case notifications. You know, I really shouldn't. This is like the real gangster way to do this, honestly. This is the real gangster way to do this, y'all. But you did not learn it from me. My company is called Tap the Table. Provide the best responses for each of the following questions from Twilio in order for us to get the approval that we need in a professional tone. Bam, son. Think it'll work? Yeah. Boom. 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 Look at that, dude. I said 100. That was perfect. It's so fun to do this stuff. I know. So fun. Dun, 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 dun. Giving us all of the answers. Okay. All right, so I need to get one URL here. I'll just grab it from my site. Here. I've got a secret one, little button. Oops, not that one there. Where's my secret button at? Bam. All right, boom. So what we got to do, interestingly enough, is actually submit a URL with that image. Otherwise, they won't accept it, which is so weird. Like, they actually want an image of the sign up thing. So that's what we're going to give them. So what I've done here is I am uploading this image. I'm going to give them a direct link to it, which is a sign up form that I use for this space here. Boom. And so you can see what that looks like if you want. I ain't lying. That's literally what I send, but it gets approved every time. Message content. Okay, so copy that bad boy right there. Right there. Additional information. So here you go. A lot of people don't put any of the optional stuff, but when you do, they give it to you fast, and that's how basically cool. So it's got all my stuff there. Gucci man. Cool. Now let's do one more thing here. And we need to give this a friendly name. Scarface. Duh. Scarface. So cool. We've got our info here. Like a boss would. Like a boss should. And I think we're good there. Configure voice. We should already have that. Ready to rock. Don't do anything here. You don't need to do anything here. What you do need to do is now remember Scarface is where we're going. And we're going to go back over into our ChatGPT account. Chatbot Builder. Log in. And we're going to go to settings. And we're going to go to channels. Voice. Connect. And let's see. So what we'll need to do is go get our little number here. Our security ID. Boom. Paste that bad boy in there. I'm going to pop this off the screen because it's not amateur hour right just yet. And we're going to find Scarface. All right, so boom. All right, great. So we're connected. Now what we need to do is go to settings one more again. Hit channels. Hit voice. And give it a welcome. So anybody want to call Scarface? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's call Mr. Scarface right now. Who thinks this is going to work? Who thinks he's going to answer? Anybody? Who thinks he's going to answer? You can call him right now. Let's see. So I'm going to try it. Try it before you buy it. For 3 days. All right, so there's the number. Let's call. Speaker. Oh, let's see what we mess up. What did we mess up? Flows. Alternative welcome. It should be working right. Oh. There. So in this case, we don't want web chat. Let's get that Omni, cuz. That way it'll work everywhere. And now we can try it again. So let's go to analytics and hit that voice one more time. That's why you got to do them tests, son. Boom. Now it's going to be working.
Welcome to my website. My name is Tony Montana, and I'm glad that you stopped by. If you were looking for anything illegal or illicit, please understand. I'm an old man now, and those days are far behind me. Don't get me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm just a good-hearted businessman, living out my days on Hilton Head Island. It just so happens I also own 30% of the commercial real estate. So, what can I do for you?
Well, I just want to be clear. I've heard about you and your past, and that sort of activity is not welcome on Hilton Head. So watch yourself. Got it? Let's see how fast he responds to us. He's probably just had to take some medication after that little mic drop I left him. But our default reply is hitting.
We are sorry.
Uh-oh.
An application error has occurred. Goodbye.
Why, Twilio? Why? What did it say? Wonder why we got the error. We got some people calling it. I heard it. Go. You know what I think we need to do? I think I need to take my AirPods out. How do I do that? I think that's the problem. It's not knowing when to stop listening to me. Yeah, people.
No.
How funny. So one thing that we'll do is we'll shorten up his response, because I think I made it a little long. So we'll go to the default here, and then we'll go here, and then we'll do this. Copy. Let's do this. This will be a fast way. Anywhere that I've got that says to respond in more than one line, for example, if in the following text it says respond in 3 to 5 lines, instead revert that language to say respond only in one short, simple response to ensure a fast response time. Optimize this text based on that new instruction. Include 2 or 3 lines for instructions above these 1 through 7 list. Okay, cool. This should be much better. Copy. All right, so you want to reply. We'll just take all this out. Bam, son. All right, cool. And let's make sure we're using the fastest model. Oh, that was the problem right there. If you ever had the problem I just did, had nothing to do with the length. It was I went over my token limit. I guarantee you. So what? I clicked 0 there, and then boom. And is this just the straight welcome, or is this the actual default? I think that's the actual default. Yeah, that's the default. That was definitely it for sure. And if I go to my error log, I should have an error that tells me that. But essentially, this token limit. Upload a Google file. I didn't upload a Google file, son. That's something going on over there. All right. Anyways, let's go back to the inbox and let's call again. He's busy. So cool. Busy. He's busy. So cool. Okay. All right. So, all right. Here we go. Let's call the man back.
Welcome to my website. My name is Tony Montana, and I'm glad that you stopped by. If you were looking for anything illegal or illicit, please understand. I'm an old man now, and those days are far behind me. Don't get me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm just a good-hearted businessman, living out my days on Hilton Head Island. It just so happens I also own 30% of the commercial real estate. So, what can I do for you?
I don't appreciate your tone, Tony. I think you're going to need to start being a little bit nicer if you plan on living on Hilton Head Island.
Rep.
Oops. All right, so I might have messed up on our default reply there. Let's check it. Let's troubleshoot, baby. That's what it's about. So first thing I always check. Make sure we don't got that bad boy turned on because it'll mess things up. AI. Oh. AI welcome. Scarface default. That's what I need to check. AI welcome Scarface default. Alright. So what's happening here? We've got the AI default reply. We're saving it as. That looks Gucci. Oh, but there it goes. See, 4 to 5 things. It must have not saved everything. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was, bro. Exactly what it was. All right, so let's try that one more again. And we're going to make sure that we take away no token problems there. All right, so that should be straight now. Scarface. All right, so let's try it one more again. Gotta make it work. Gotta make it work. Gotta make it work. Make it work.
Welcome to my website. My name is Tony Montana, and I'm glad that you stopped by. If you were looking for anything illegal or illicit, please understand. I'm an old man now, and those days are far behind me. Don't get me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm just a good-hearted businessman, living out my days on Hilton Head Island. It just so happens I also own 30% of the commercial real estate. So, what can I do for you?
What are you doing with all that commercial real estate here on Hilton Head, buddy?
We are sorry. An application
Why?
error.
Why? Why is my application error happening? Here it goes. Look. I don't know if y'all can hear that come from my speaker or not. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. What we are gonna do is go to settings here, AI welcome, Scarface default. What I want to do is to make sure I ain't going crazy. Generate welcome message. That's good there. AI default, straight. Good there. 11 labs. AI default reply. Okay, I think I know what's up. AI default reply, right? And then we're going into AI default reply to the AI default reply, AI default audio, which is good. And then here, AI default audio, which is good. Let's rename this to final welcome. Publish. Final welcome. So that's great. It's actually final default is the thing I keep messing up. Final default. All right, bet. All right, and then I've got the alternative welcome. This time, let's do this. Let's make this one. What's up? This is Tony. ... How can I help you? Tony reply. Tony reply. So then we'll move our starting indicator there and hit publish. And then I'm gonna hit this music and I'm gonna turn it off. I think that's also distracting the thing. It's one thing about Twilio versus audio codes. Twilio seems to be very sensitive on like wanting to listen. Very, very hard to make sure it like knows when to stop listening and then respond. Audio codes seems to have a much nicer way to handle that. So then we're going to go to the alternative welcome, and that's going to be okay because we've already changed our workflow. So let's try this thing one more again. See, this dude, they're just having a conversation back and forth. What I want to do here is I'm actually going to, let's see. I don't have another way. I'm going to just delete myself here. Delete. Deleted that son of a gun. Got people calling on here. Live, baby. It's the only way to do it. Alright, last one of the day. And let's see if it works, son. We should get a...
What's up? This is Tony. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, who did you say this is?
You don't know who I am? I'm Tony Montana, the one and only. You must be living under a rock, man. So what can I do for you?
What's someone like you doing here on Hilton Head?
I'm living on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, on Burke's Beach. But forget about visiting. It's guarded 24/7 with a secret road, armed guards, and attack dogs. So, what brings you here, huh?
I enjoy eating hot dogs on Burke's Beach every Sunday.
Hot dogs on the beach, huh? That's cute, man. But let me ask you something. What's your favorite kind of hot dog? And don't give me any of that fancy stuff. Keep it real.
I like the hot dogs that you get made by a person that's coming from a place like Cuba, started from nothing but came to be something respected and rich and wealthy. I literally just gave the story of his life. He's got to have a good answer to this.
We are sorry.
Oh.
An application error has occurred.
Errors
Bye.
occurred by. I shouldn't have hit respect, or I should have hit mute when I did. What is he saying here? So funny. He just goes right back to it. So that is about as fast as you can get it. Look. All the information. Do y'all see that on the side? Oh, you don't see the side of my screen. All the information here is populated just by the call, just because of the number. I believe, even though they say we can't, I think we can. Let's just see if I'm able to. If it'll let me just run it. That'll be so pimping. Let's just see. Will it let me do it? Let me pop this key over here real quick. Let's just see if we can get a little texty McTexterson to just like mic drop it all. Scarface. And just so y'all know, another update that's coming is 11 Labs just introduced streaming text. So hopefully that latency be a thing of the past. Audio codes right now has got the best zero latency. Well, very, very small latency compared to Twilio. But let's just see. Can we text this guy? And will he receive our text message? Let's go to our inbox. And I'm going to say, yo, what up? Who dis? Boom. Yo, what up? Who dis? I got the text. Now, you can receive the text, but until I believe they may have already sent me a message. Let's check. Old Twilio. Usually Twilio will tell you pretty quickly if you're approved on a 844 number. I'm assuming we're not going to be able to send an outbound text yet. Let's just check. Yo. Oh, snap. We are Gucci. Well, look, dude, it is working. It's working. Watch. Who is this? What's your name and occupation and reason for being on this island, please? But we have to make sure we made this for the phone. That's what the problem is there. So watch this. We'll take this and we'll just do this. Watch. This is how easy this will be. Copy that bad boy. And then go to your settings, and this is where Auto GPT comes in handy. Turn that bad boy on. Boom. 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 And now watch. Texting working immediately. Y'all see that now? And the reason for being on this island. Where did you even come from? Look, you see my message right there? GPT just texted me back. Look, hey, amigo, relax. I'm Tony Montana, a Cuban refugee who made it big in the land of opportunity. I'm on this island because it's paradise, and I've earned a right to enjoy it. But enough about me. What's your story, huh? I heard that you used to do some pretty bad stuff. ... Are the rumors about you true? How did you earn your money? And don't you dare lie to me, Tony. Let's see what Tony's texting me right now. Tony Montana texting me. You heard some rumors? Okay, what's he saying? You heard some rumors, huh? Well, you know how it is. People love to talk, but let me tell you, I worked hard and took some risks to get to where I am today. And hey, a little mystery never hurt anybody, right? So what's the real reason you're asking about me, huh? You're under arrest. I'm a federal agent, and I've caught you red-handed. Bet you weren't expecting that one, Tony. You got jokes, huh? You're a real comedian, amigo, but I gotta tell you, I've been through worse. So what's the real reason you're here? You're looking for some advice on making it big? Is Tony trying to like entrap me right now? Is this entrapment? You think I'd fall for that? Come on, man. I ain't no rookie. You looking to make a deal or just wasting my time? Yeah, I've got about 10 million, and I'm looking on a return for about 7 points. I need an inside man for the job. Someone that we can trust. I have no idea what that's even code words for. I'm just making stuff up. You got the cash, huh? Well, trust is hard to come by. But I might know a guy. Remember, trust goes both ways. So what's the plan? You're the one with all the experience, right? You tell me, legend. Are we really conspiring right now with AI, Tony? You got that right. I've been around the block. But hey, I can't just give away all my secrets for free. What AI Tony Montana is like trying to make it go down. I heard there's this bank that leaves the door unlocked on Sundays. What do you think? You still know how to crack safes? And as soon as you said that, that's when Ryan got, what do you call it? Rated or whatever. Not rated. They call on you when you're playing those video games. Hey, I'm a legit businessman now. I don't mess around with that stuff anymore. But hey, if you're looking for some security advice, I might just know a guy. That's exactly what AI Tony would say over text messaging. Just remember, I didn't hear nothing about no unlocked doors, capiche? I could do this all night, and I'm not going to do it. It's too much fun. The whole point of tonight, guys, gals, ladies, and friends, we can do anything. Everything that we do in this tool is immensely valuable. It's extremely difficult to achieve using other platforms that are similar, especially the legacy platforms. The thing about being a legacy is that lives on, and depending on how you go out, you can go out as a legacy that's looked upon in a great way, in a respectable way, or you can go out like we see in the athletes that like their last year they just suck it up and they ruin it for everybody, for their team. They don't get a chance to win the championship because the legacy player just is just whatever. You get the idea. While you've got the younger, fresh, hungry wannabe, rookie of the year stars being born every single year. Legacy platforms, legacy software, they don't have a lot of choices in a lot of things. But with AI here, the choices are going to be made for them. And there's not going to be replacements. I think that if we do this right, guys, now end it here for real. CBB true diehard OGs, you're going to get this. The rest that have already dipped, they're back to watching Star Wars, which is nothing wrong with Star Wars, I guess. Watch whatever you want to watch. The ones that are really going to really make the money here, there's two options. One, and you can do this with either plan, any plan that we offer. You go after the big clients with the big money, manufacturers, some of the influencers that actually are willing to spend, national, international brands, businesses that have hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. You're not going to be able to give them some sort of a fee they're going to bat an eye at unless you're just totally greedy, or unless what you build sucks, which is almost impossible to do. It is difficult to build the bot that sucks on our platform unless you intentionally make it suck on purpose because you're getting paid from another platform to do so. Other than that, it's hard to make a crappy bot. It's not so hard to make something amazing. It's super valuable. Joel had a good piece of advice. Don't think about your pockets, think about the pockets of the person the business you're doing business with. Okay. Who's got more money? Nike or Ryan? Obviously Nike. Okay. If I price my product or my service based on Ryan's wallet, that's a way different number than the wallet Nike has. That said, I can't try to bust them on the head for a $10,000 project and try to hit him for $100,000. That ain't working. So big ticket, smaller number of clients, that's one way you can just really crush it. And if you find a niche, I know people say niche down, niches get the riches. I've done both. I've been very broad. I've been very niche down. I think that's a thing that can play into people's head sometime too much. That said, if you've got a plug with the UFC, if you've got a plug with heavy machinery, if you've got a plug with restaurants, hospitality, management companies, ownership groups, your network is your net worth, man. That's going to be big. And if you're the AI hotel guy or property manager AI guy or restaurant AI guy, now's the chance you get those videos out there. 2-3 months, you're going to, I swear it's already happened. Multiple people, it's the predictions have come true. They say, Ryan, you were right, dude. Put out those videos. People saw it. They've been hitting me up. I'm getting this. I'm getting that. Gosh, Wendy, we're going to have to do a report. I would love to see at this point the percentage of people that we have now that are at multiple accounts, multiple paid accounts, not because of that, for a bragging reason. It's just to see the level of success based on how many accounts these folks are getting. That's what was crazy about the agency plan. So many people were getting accounts so quickly, it only made sense for them to do that. And that was a great deal. I see some people sneaking through lately. It's all good. If y'all have those around, then they're around, but they're not on our website. They're not available to purchase, but some people have had a stash, I guess. Makes sense now. Y'all don't be gouging these people. But we had a couple today that are that came from the old plan. That's a gangster plan, y'all. It people saw, like, once you got 1 or 2 clients, that was the only way to go. Like, if that was your goal, because it'd be real easy to pay for with 1 client, and then it's all profit, or 2 clients max, and it's all profit, unless you're just going so cheaply down. But some people have found a great system to do that. The ones that really get the enterprise plan, they're the ones that'll own the whole thing, because then it will be just about scale. It'll be about how fast can you go. And I think some people, as far as the sales process, implementation process, I've already had all the problems from installing these things onto tables with my own hands, to integrating with POS systems, to overcoming any sort of argument or any sort of pushback from any business owner. This stuff sells itself, man. The first time you understood the way ChatGPT worked as a user, I'm sure you were sold on it, which is why you're watching this video. And your gut and your mind is telling you you're not wasting time here. And that's why the win section is so important. And we're going to keep highlighting that. And especially while I love America, I'm about as America as you can get, baby. If you can't tell from my accent, although I did think it was hilarious. Someone questioned my accent. Am I American, redneck, or Welsh? Is basically what this guy was saying. I don't know if I sound Welsh, but that'd be cool. Maybe I do. I want you guys to not sound Welsh, but I do want you to gain a bunch of wealth. Ha ha ha! Dad joke. Working on it, guys. Working on it. Year 1 of being a dad. I'm getting a little better. They're getting a little cheesier, a little funnier at the same time, I like to think. But as always, thank you for joining me. And I know it was a very quick, very close one this time, live or recorded. Tomorrow, I will do a recorded video. I would love input on what it is. Call it a 10-minute max video, start to finish. Highly edited. I'll edit it myself. If I can get a consensus style of a vote, maybe Austin could help with his creative ways to get you guys to do polls for voting. If we can get, like we did last time, it was the restaurant bot, the econ bot, and CRM deal. If we can come to some sort of, as a CBB co-creator community topic for tomorrow, for like a super like high-end production gangster video you'll be proud of to like see, because you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to it, I'll roll up my sleeves, son, and I'll make the most gangster video that I have to make. Maybe it's a video about that must be my people telling me to shut up. Maybe it's a video about how to make an ad and use the comment tool, use automations and AI on how to build an email list. And I'll basically like create the ad myself and show you step by step. I'll like use my camera in here to shoot the video. I have an idea. It's like my idea is something like, I just hired ChatGPT to handle all of my community management. Or it's like even worse, we don't have community managers. Asta's director of everything community, but like I was a community manager in my last agency years ago. So I can just imagine the viral ad right now. I just fired my social media team and instead I hired ChatGPT Tizzle. And then like legit tell the viewer who sees my crazy self, don't believe my community manager's better than yours? Why don't you comment below and see who responds faster, son? You like challenge the person to challenge your AI. Like people love being challenged a lot of times, especially on the internet when it seems so silly and easy. I dare you to I dare you to comment on my post right here. And if my AI doesn't outperform your human, I'll owe you up fake dollar. We'll keep track of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sort of encouragement, that could really cause some virality. And like, Facebook loves to see those engagements. I think, Wendy, if you're still there, or Asta, any of that CBB team, Brian sometimes hanging out late night with me, I think I figured out the best April Fool's campaign of all time. I'm going to call it. It's never been done. We'll be the first to do it. And when I say we, if it's not us, it'll be someone in CBB. Or maybe one of the spies who are in our groups that are watching our videos that try to copy us, and they're sniffing our tails the whole time. Maybe they try to do it, but I'm announcing it first. It's January 20th. Watch this. This is just sometimes it's late night genius nuggets. This is why you stick around. Imagine this for a lead gen for upcoming April Fools. Imagine the comment tool working, and everyone who comments on the April Fool's post gets somehow a public and private combination of a reply of like a personalized April Fool's joke. So imagine the post is like, tell us we just hired the best April Fool's comedian. Drop a comment about what you want your joke to be about. Then check your DMs for the joke. Check your DMs. Let us know if it's funny. That's the way to do it. Holy cow. Okay, so here it is. So you get the user to see the post, obviously. And the idea is get an instant joke or an instant something for April Fools. And so they comment, the AI runs the flow, it spits out the joke publicly, likes your comment. So that's 2 additional engagements along with the original engagement from the user. And then the third or the fourth thing that happens there is the DM is sent. And just imagine like a quick, just one message being sent. What did you think about our joke? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, you could really attempt to collect the contact details right after that, right? You just give them a joke. If they said it's funny, thumbs up, definitely more likely to get that email next. Or before you even give the joke, maybe you collect the email and then you email it to them or text them. You can pretty much do it all, guys. You don't need go lower or high, go higher level, go high level, go low level. You don't need any of that stuff. You don't need 100 softwares. You don't need 1 billion subscriptions. There's only going to be one Chatbot Builder app that stands the test of time because we're just bringing it all to you. And we ask that you be patient. We're making calculated decisions. And I think that we're going to continue to dominate, man. I've not seen, and I look very hard, I've not seen any platform or any group, any thing in conversational design that's public, at least semi-public, that seems any school out there, any school about teaching bots, put it that way. None of these people have brought anything new to the table for 2 years. Nada. There's only going to be one. You're either going to be a chatbot builder or you're going to be forgotten about. You're either going to be working with AI or you're going to be a legacy, rule-based pioneer that no longer is relevant in another 7-8 months because we're just moving too fast with a much better product, with a static price, You don't need stack AI or stack this or stack that. You're your own stack. It's going to be a fun year. It already has been. Let's continue to break records. Let's come up with a good topic tomorrow for the recorded video. I'll try to have that done beforehand. And then at 2 o'clock PM EST, I believe, is what the request was on the Facebook group. I will absolutely, I might eat lunch. Maybe it's a lunch and learn. We all have lunch. This lunchtime for me. Maybe it's dinner time for you guys. I don't know. I'm bad with time zones on the top of my head. But this probably doesn't feel like a regular chat marketing company or artificial intelligence company. It's not. This is not a traditional SaaS or company like you would think. And this is not because of me. It's because of us together, what we're doing. And it's something special. The ones that are going to see it first, they're going to get the biggest reward. They already are. But we're in for a long ride, man. Going to go fast, furious, have a lot of fun. Where most people have no idea what the heck this is or what it can do or what this really is supposed to do or just how powerful these phones are these days. We have it all in one spot with so much more to come. I'm really excited for the Facebook lead forms. People have been wanting that one for a while. And yours just begun, baby. Thank y'all so much for the support. Let's check the chat, see what we got in here. Let's see what we got in here. If you're in a bad mood, just text Tony. Anyway, I'm back for the Enterprise. That's right, man. The Enterprise is nasty. I need to give Vivi some TP. Toilet paper. Vivi don't need any toilet paper. Wendy, what do you mean? The richest people with the most expensive problems. Exactly. The richest people, more money, more problems. Fred deserves. Fred, did you get a hat, bro? If you didn't get a hat, Wendy will give you a promo code. And we can get you a free hat. You're hanging in there, man. In there like swimwear. Hit up Wendy. And she will give you a promo code for a free hat. Just because your name's Fred Green and you're here with me this long. You're a champion. Joel, did you get your hat, man? I know you got one. I saw your order came through. Oh, man. I will say every time I see my man Rick here, just because, like, I have been such a Chappelle fan. Used to be such a big Chappelle fan. Not that I'm not anymore, but he's just different. Every time I see your name, I want to say Rick James so bad. I know it's so dumb. Rick James, but Rick, he's a man, dude. And let's see, here we got. I just can't help. We should make the Gucci bot. Like, do you think we should make that? That's what we should do one day. Like, I'll just you know what I'm saying? I'll just go grab some Gucci podcasts. Use my connection to make sure I've got his consent, or use the educational purposes clause, whatever that thing is. Fair rights, whatever. He's got some old stuff. Or maybe we'll just create a voice that sounds like Gucci. You know, it's going to be very hard to tell what was cloned, what was created, prove it. That's going to be a very hard thing to do. But for educational purposes only, we might make the Gucci bot. I think that could be fun. UFC. I think this guy knows something about UFC. He might have a little connection. Now, I can't say that CBB and the UFC are going to have a special thing going on. But I will say, for the last time, your network is a huge part of your net worth. And that, again, is why we're keeping our community tight. If we see a spam, we've seen very few spammers, but like the few we do, gone. That's part of the reason 24-hour support is so important. I can't tell you how many times I've been in some of these other groups on Facebook, of all places, with giant communities in, like, legitimately, like, the rude spies need to quit. That's right. And to me, it's like they got the craziest, like, sometimes it's like porn in their Facebook group, or like the stupidest spam ever. We're never going to have that because we got a tight grip. The bigger this community does get, also, like I said from day one, the prices will go up for all the new people. Never for once you're with us, and you have this from me. Every single, none of you have faced this. None, zero out of all the subscribers we have. None of them have. This has never happened to anyone. Whatever plan you currently you started at, whatever your price point was, you've never seen an increase, and you've never seen a decrease in value. It's only increased, especially for the early adopters, and it'll never change. I will go out of business before I let that happen. We're far from that. That's the core, like, belief we have. Take care of the people that believe in you first, but take care of everybody in general. The more people that do come throughout this year, the standard price will go up. The goal, I said last year, by the end of this year, is to be right around where I think we belong, maybe with a slight token increase for the accommodation of the bigger accounts that are joining, like the bigger accounts that are stuck with the other platforms so long that are migrating over, because we're approved partners and we've got the track record and we're so available and actually listen to support calls and take care of our people. We're probably going to bump that price up sooner than later. Now, again, for anyone that has a current account, at the current price, your price will never go up, even if on our website, or even if the subscribe button shows differently. We'll always take care of you. You have my word. You'll never have to face a higher premium or a higher cost ever. Not for new accounts that you make either. You'll automatically be grandfathered in. And no funny business, man. I've seen these other grandfather in tactics, and they don't always work out. But the reason is all those companies have massive debt, have massive expenses that, quite frankly, we don't have. And so that's why it's so much easier to be truthful. That's why it's so much easier to give you guys what you want and keep everything fair. The only bosses I have are you guys. And that's also why I want to keep the community good, because I only want to work with good bosses. And so far, all you co-creators out there have been more than good. And we appreciate you. My family appreciates you. Wendy's, Brian, we're a small business at the end of the day, but we're able to do global business at scale better than the other guys. Zuckerberg, my man Zuck, I'll still battle you. Snoopbot versus Snoopbot. Just saying. Musk, I know you're too busy to be worried about that saving the world, so you're not invited to this competition. But you guys get it. We're the best. Like my friend DJ Khaled always says in his songs, y'all do know he's talking about us. Every time he says that, right before, it's like people think he's saying we the best. It's listen closely. CBB the best. So listen close. That's what he's saying. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks for the support.